All right, now joining us for more on this story is SABC News reporter Neria Hlakotsa. Good afternoon, Neria. So the NPA has decided to withdraw the charges against the former mayor. Just take us through the reasons that they furnished today in court.
Good evening to you, Mfundo, and of course the viewers. Well, basically the NPA has just given a statement only in the afternoon indicating to us that the reason they've decided to provisionally withdraw is because now there are more complainants, in fact, in this case that have come forward. And you must remember, this is interesting because in the morning when the state indicated that they are provisionally withdrawing, Gwamanda and his legal team had a good day in court. They were happy about that decision, and they've always said Gwamanda is innocent in this, and they believed that the state's decision today would mean that they do not have a case against him, because even in the past they were saying that they're still waiting for the charge sheet, among other things. They're still waiting for the bank statements of those complainants. They're still waiting basically for all the documents that show that the state was ready. And today, when the state said they are withdrawing the case, the legal team and the accused himself were very happy about it, and obviously saying that this is a sign that the state has no case. But now the state is saying, no, in fact, we are doing more investigations because there are more complainants that have come forward.
But wouldn't it have been better for them to postpone and keep the matter on the court roll, or they felt that they would now be infringing on his right to freedom in this respect?
And here's the challenge exactly, because even in the previous court appearances, the magistrate was even clear that she will not be postponing this matter any longer, because this is this would have been the fourth postponement of this case. So the magistrate had said that is not an option. The state, all the state has to do right now is provide all the documents that the defense needs, which includes your charge sheets, which includes the bank statements, basically disclose everything that is needed for this trial to either go ahead or be struck off the roll. But that's why then the state obviously decided, instead of striking off this matter off the roll, let's rather withdraw these charges for now while we're still investigating.
But the reality of it all is that there were complainants that actually laid charges that got the ball rolling insofar as this case is concerned. Were they in court today? And what was their reaction to the decision to provisionally withdraw, especially because at that time nobody knew why? They thought perhaps the case doesn't, the state doesn't have a strong case. It's only now late on the day that they indicate that in fact there are more complainants. But what was the reaction of the initial complainants?
Here's the thing, Mfundo. So we've been attending this court case since last year, obviously, when Gwamanda handed himself over to the police in October. So when he appeared in November, we had hoped that at least some of the complainants could be there, but they've never attended court, in fact. And I remember even in the beginning stages, the defense was saying that they don't want the media here because they would intimidate perhaps some of those complainants, but that has not been the case because we've never seen them. Of course, some of them have spoken to other media houses, just basically speaking about what happened with regards to this issue and how they ended up investing into Itembalama Africa, the funeral policy scheme. But in terms of them being in court, they've never been there. But I'm guessing some of them, when they heard the news this morning, it could have been a shock. But now with the turn of events later in the afternoon, it's something else. So it's mixed emotions at this point, because when we also even spoke to the supporters of Gwamanda, they were also elated. So I'm guessing tonight it's going to be a different mood compared to the one they had earlier on.
But when browsing through the statement, is there an indication as to whether they could be re-enrolling this case anytime soon? Maybe this year, 2025, or the investigations could take far too long?
It is really hard to tell at this point, because when you even spoke to the defense, when they were saying they were looking at the documents that have already been provided to date, they are just all over the place. There's still statements that are missing. There's still a lot of witness statements, rather, that are missing. There's still details that need to be finished in those statements in terms of where did the crime happen, what time was it, what time did it happen. A lot of details are still not there. So it seems like it will be an investigation that takes long, because the defense was even saying that they've even had to go back to the complainants, the police themselves, to make them repeat the story over and over again. So it's going to be a tough one, especially because now they believe it's politically influenced, and some people believe that these people are just angry. It's probably an angry bunch who are not happy with Gwamanda being the mayor or the then mayor of Johannesburg, because you must remember they only realized that he is the man they were looking now the mayor of Johannesburg.
These are honestly very interesting developments, and one wonders what will be the political implications now. Will there be some form of recourse for Kabelo Gwamanda? Because as he stands now, he's a man that is not charged, and he lost quite a lot politically, so it will be quite interesting to hear from him what is the next step or any form of recourse for him. But Neria, thank you very much for that reportage. That's SABC News reporter Neria Hlakotsa just taking us through the NPA's decision to withdraw the charges against the former mayor Kabelo Gwamanda.